Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to my reaction and opinions on the Fallout TV show Season 2. Today we are here for episode 4, but before I get into that, I just wanted to draw y'all's attention to an interesting little website that has popped up since the last episode. I will paste the link in the description, but if you visit this page, it's like a little interactive Pip-Boy map. You get this welcoming image when you first open it up. It says, "Welcome to Fallout Explorer. I'm a Securitron programmed to help guide you behind the scenes of the Fallout series. Explore the map to uncover the creation of the show, one location at a time." So if we actually look at the map, we can see we've got Vault 33, and it's farm, and if you click on the icon, it gives you a little explanation of it, and there's even like a 3D location thing that you can view. So it's kind of like Google Earth. It's actually really cool. This is clearly modeled in Fallout 4. There's like little interactive things that you can do. It's really cool, but the most important part of this is if you come up here, there's a coming soon locked icon with a countdown, and that countdown lines up with the finale of the show. So what I've seen most people speculating online that it is a remaster or remake for one of the old Fallout games. Of course, the obvious first assumption of which game they're going to remaster is New Vegas because of what the second season is based on, but I don't know, man. Me thinks it could be Fallout 3 because that's the one that there's actually some evidence that they are going to do a remaster for. Or it could be neither, and it could be something completely pertaining to the show. But I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. Go check it out in between the episodes and have fun with it. But now for what we're all here for, and that is reacting and analyzing the 4th episode of the 2nd season, which is called Demon in the Snow. You guys already know at this point where my mind goes when I hear snow, but let's see if that's actually true. Oh, yeah. This gotta be Anchorage. Oh, I can't wait for this. Crash Ritterberg.
Fucking thing.
My left arm is locked up.
Catif, this is White Horse 2-1. We're experiencing equipment malfunction. No sign of Raider 3. Thinking they had similar problems and turned back, requesting permission to do the same. Over.
Denied. Keep searching for Raider 3.
You're gonna have to live with one arm.
Turn back.
Oh.
You're no good out here with that armor.
You better be right behind me.
These T-45s look good. They really are clunky. I'm sorry, what? If that's what I think it is... Bro, put your mask on. Looks like a child. Bro. How does she... What a crazy thing to see pre-war. Ooh, dude. Now, there weren't no deathclaws in my Anchorage DLC. But they were around.
What was enough? Something else.
Yeah. Wow. See, this is why nothing phases him. He's been seeing stuff like this since before the war. Before the bombs. Their intro screens are so cool every time. Ah, yes. Back to it.
Well, I guess we should get back to work.
Oh no, they immediately saw it.
Go!
What are you doing, dude?
I'm sorry, you have to come with me. No, I don't. He was
He's-
an emissary from the Commonwealth. If they find out he's dead.
Not his problem, bro. He's got a bunch of kids.
You wear the armor. Your name's Xander. You're from the Commonwealth. Mask, look at me. okay? The Brotherhood has a policy about people with wrinkly skin.
We've tried this before, Max.
But hear me out, okay? I'm great at running away. I'm great at it. I love it. I like it. Start fresh, no big deal. Sometimes running away is the best thing you can do. Sometimes it's not.
There's no way Thaddeus is gonna pass for Xander. This is gonna be cringy.
The Elder Cleric's pissed you guys took off like that. You're in deep shit, Golden Boy. Where's Xander Harkness?
Good question.
Ow! What the hell? Oh! What? Okay. Okay. At ease, everyone. What's up, big boy? Alright, let's get out of this shithole.
Well, he's got the one-liners, I guess. Oh, look at the plant. That looks awesome. So what happened to the kids? Are they just doing their own thing, or? Oh, buff out. Okay. That'll get you going.
We gave you some meds, so you should be feeling a lot better than when your friend brought you in.
Is this all that's left of you?
No, there's tons of us. We're just not here right now.
Sure thing, bro.
You been to Shady Sands? That's where we come from.
Yeah, you should tell them about how you know Shady Sands.
Well, if you ever want to trade up the company you keep, the NCR always welcomes new recruits.
I would, but I'm looking for someone.
Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Good question.
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClan?
How do you feel about your dad nowadays?
Someone who hurt a lot of people.
What do you plan to do to him when you find him?
I'm gonna bring him to justice.
We're not going to be able to bring everything with us when we leave, so stock
Let me
up
get
if
some
you like.
loot. Oh, that was... I'm gonna have to look back at that.
They
Some
seemed
good guns.
nice. Wasn't gonna stay, if that's what you're worried about. All I saw in there was more matching jackets.
There you go. You like that one, Cooper? Oh, alright. It's been a while since we were here.
The water cooler's empty. Oh, let me take care of that.
Club is really popping off. It's getting bad.
Water rationing remains in effect until further notice.
Where are you going with that? With what?
We can't be wasting resources on your little club right now.
You're not taking this from me. Our snack budget is baked into the charter. Sorry.
Oh, gosh. Just me, or is the air extra itchy today and heavy?
I'm very familiar with that feeling.
Is she going through withdrawals?
What thought you stopping for? Sorry.
You addicted to drugs.
I'm so dead, bro.
No, no, not possible.
2 days on a steady drip of buff out to do that to a body.
True story.
Well, then I hereby quit drugs. What you got there? Oh gosh, I didn't take him till addicted to drugs. What do I do?
Well, there's two schools of thought. One, you muscle your way through it.
How long does that take?
4 or 5 days.
Oh, they're so close.
What's the alternative?
Feed it.
Do more drugs.
Well, I know this isn't good for me, but stopping my dad from doing whatever he's doing is for the greater good. So even though I want it, I'm mostly doing it for other people. So that's what I'd want others to do for me. So give me the drugs.
Don't have to ask him twice. That's hilarious. I didn't think they would do that.
Things were already pretty tense around here with that Xander guy showing up, and then you just what? Disappear with him? The hell, man?
Look, it's a hunting trip.
Oh, can't see my feet. Okay.
What did you do?
I did the right thing. All right, but now Xander's dead.
Oh, you just gonna tell him?
The Commonwealth are gonna kill us all.
Unless I can stop it.
Because you have a
How are
great
you
track
gonna do that, Max?
history of doing anything
Will you
helpful.
Tell Quintus that you killed the emissary to the Commonwealth? He'll slit your throat himself. What are you gonna do?
Kill Quintus.
Just kidding. All right. Okay. Here we go.
It's hilarious,
No
man.
big deal. Supposed to be here.
Or raiding the truck.
Mouthfeel is excellent.
You know that guy?
Must be a lot to take in.
I drove down across that bridge a week ago. My job interview at Vault Tech.
Oh, yikes. She's a new hire.
Hey, boss. Now that we found food, it's time for phase 2. Just thought I'd introduce myself, as I was Bud's personal assistant. Future Enterprise Ventures. The whole plan for Vaults 32 and 33. I do know that phase 2 is very important to the experiment.
What would phase 2 be?
Lead the way then, Ronnie.
All right, guys. Boss said it's time to move.
How was there a whole truck full of food that hasn't been touched yet?
Oh, hey, Woody! Who amongst us hasn't mixed up their lefts and rights before? Especially these days. What I wouldn't give to go back to 33.
Evacuated cryopods.
Uh-oh.
No sign of Norman.
I found out.
My God, Steph. I found Bud Askins upside down in a mop bucket.
So 31 has been abandoned.
We need to cooperate. The water crisis in 33 is getting worse.
Well, if I give you access to our vault's water supply, it would taint the work we're doing here.
Bud is dead. What work are you talking about?
The same work we've always been doing, Betty. Trying to survive.
I appointed you overseer based on the understanding that we would support each other.
And as a gesture of gratitude, I agreed to meet you here in person. But I have to think about my baby now, Betty.
Girl, you do not care about the
It's
baby.
all that matters.
The company we work for isn't coming to save us.
There's a keepsake box.
Mm-hmm.
Something from before the war that Hank brought with him to Vault 31. It's locked, but if you bring me that box, I'll consider giving you access to our water.
What?
What's in it?
Something personal.
Okay. How does she know? That's sus. Oh, he's gonna learn something. He's gonna hear something.
So you're holding us hostage.
You're from Solvang. You have no idea how bad things can get.
You don't help us, there won't be a Vault 33 anymore.
I don't think she cares.
The experiment's over, Betty. We have to make our own decisions now.
Dude. Oh, we're so close. Are they actually... They're actually there. Oh, she's fiending.
Something's off.
Expecting a welcoming committee?
Yes, I was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the Kings. He really had to pop the collar, didn't he?
Well, shit. She's going through the east side of town, a place called Freeside. Only about a half day's detour.
No, my dad is right there. I am done with all of the sidetracks and the detours. I say we just run on through, Fudging cares.
All right, girl.
That's the drugs talking.
You wanna fight some ghouls?
Truth be told, I like what they're saying.
Yeah, of course he does. There's a strip.
So, hear me out. My partner and I, we're just gonna go on through. We don't want any.
Oh, you got a leg shot. Come on now, don't stop now.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she about to go ham.
One morning while I'm around, took a shot of cocaine and a shot my one down. Stuck that lovely 44 beneath my head.
That repeater, it's good, isn't it?
Next morning, Sam, I grabbed that gun, took a shot of
Oh, the sidearm.
You're just ghouls, right?
Yeah, don't offend him like that.
come all you have some lesson
Oh, wait, no, that's...
and let that cocaine be.
That was the king! He still got that guitar. She's hilarious. She cracks me up.
Got any cigarettes? Like to try one.
Oh, yeah.
One addiction at a time.
She's gonna get some Addictol and it's gonna be gone. Oh, man. He still has that stupid armor on.
You know what? This is a bad idea.
Emissary.
Emissary.
Oh, she's still here?
Can I get a word?
Absolutely.
He's got the one-liners, but he does not have the confidence.
Don't
Rounding
come
up
out
all
until
the
the shooting stops.
the kids. What is about to happen? Oh my god, are they about to have like a full-on war in the middle of the lunchroom?
Leave us.
Oh, dude.
What did you do?
I killed the emissary from the Commonwealth.
And now? You intend to kill me?
I think he does.
As you're probably aware, there's an ideological gap between my chapter and Quintus. I would have nothing to do with Quintus's little insurrection.
Sure, Jan.
No, I bet.
But if you were to promise.
What are we talking here?
That guy grosses me out.
Oh, I bet.
Coronado, you guys are.
We'll give you Quintus's head on a spike today. The guarantee is 300 fusion cores.
Yosemite chapter would do it, but not me. Stab you in your mouth and keep talking.
Looks like a frog. What are you doing, Dane? No shot. You're about to take the cold fusion. No shot. What is this plan? What are y'all doing? Taking it to Lucy?
I found you in the ruins of Shady Sands.
Come on, quick save, quick save.
I got 2 squadrons at the ready, and my guys came here to fight. It'd be a shame to disappoint them.
We're ready for war.
Wow, yeah, guys, okay.
I think I'm having a panic attack.
Let me at least put your visor up here.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me get your visor.
No.
Tell me.
Come on, Max, make a move.
What is your great plan?
There was no plan.
There never
I don't
is.
have a plan.
You never
you
do.
have plans.
Don't.
My son.
Yeah, no. Let's not do this. No. Pull the trigger, Max. Pull it.
I killed Xander because he was gonna kill some kids. They were ghouls.
Abominations.
Yeah, alright. Pull it. Let's go. Get it over with.
I should never have shown mercy to you. Never.
Hurry, bro. Ooh, laser pistol. It's good. But why didn't you act?
So the relic was stolen, huh? The artifact is missing. Shoot!
He had that coming. Yes.
That was cool.
Absolutely. That was cool. Yes. Oh god, his tongue. Yep. Battle of the cafeteria. Ooh.
Did you do it?
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you do not have to apologize for not killing someone. Here, get that as far away from here as you can.
Why me?
You're the only person here who's not a total asshole.
True. Aww.
What about you?
We're survivors, Max. We'll survive.
He just pushed a suit of power armor out of the way like it doesn't weigh a ton. Oh man.
As you know, the Vault Tech handbook mandates that any violations, particularly those that may put inner vault security at risk, be immediately reported to the overseer.
What is he about to do?
Did someone commit a violation?
It appeared to me that that you did. I noticed you were in the intervault space, which the handbook stipulates we are only to enter for triennial trades.
Alright, bro. Rest in peace. Why would you do that? Do you not know the psycho you're dealing with?
You have followed protocol to the letter. I'll be sure to escalate your report immediately.
To who? You're the overseer.
Escalate to whom?
The overseer. Optics.
What is that?
Yeah, I did.
I'll be sure to let you know what my report finds.
Oh. Wait, is that going to be her employee badge from Vault Tech? Oh. She has her wallet from before the war? This is falling apart. What did you think was gonna happen, dude?
Overseer Harper, when you said experiment to Betty, what were you talking about?
Overseer stuff.
Good answer. Jeez. All right, let's go New Vegas. So y'all gonna stop by Gamora?
Aren't there supposed to be people here?
Yeah, usually.
Uh-huh.
This looks so good. Oh yeah, don't go in there unless you're hungry.
We should go to Freeside. Somebody there will be able to tell us what's going on.
How do you know? All right, that's gonna work. You see the green glow of his face up there? Uh-oh. That Geiger counter's clicking.
Hey, look at this.
That's a deathclaw egg. Girl,
I think the chickens get out here.
she's giving this man the PTSD of PTSD right now. Oh, yeah. Well, GG's, y'all.
Well, whatever it is, I think we can take it.
I don't think you can. Do not open
Oh yeah,
that.
I think it'll be easy.
That's what everybody says their first time on Quarry Junction. There's a deathclaw in Gamora. Why are y'all standing there? Oh. That's so sweet. Is that just a regular one, or is that like a mother, or... Oh, it's big. It's as big as the mother was. And there was an egg, so... Can y'all... Yeah, okie dokie. Oh, come on now. Oh, this is the NCR... Oh, it's Camp McCarran, yeah. I thought that was the NCR embassy in New Vegas, but no, Camp McCarran. Looking good. That episode felt like it lasted 2 seconds. Like, that went by so quickly. Actually, it was about 10 minutes shorter than usual. That was so cool. There was so much that I noticed. Can't wait to go over it. I'll see y'all in a sec for the breakdown. Okay, first of all, I am so sorry about the weird audio quality that was going on for the entire reaction video. I don't know what was going on with my mic. I think it's fine now. I've tested it a couple of times, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. No, I'm not a synth. So, let's get into the breakdown. In our opening scene, we are in Anchorage, or the Alaskan front. They don't say Anchorage, and I guess it could be somewhere else in Alaska, but considering that's where the DLC in Fallout 3 takes place, I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's Anchorage. It is just Cooper and Charlie in their T-45 power armor, which looks just as clunky and awkward as it is in the games. They are trudging along in the snow looking for Raider 3. Not sure what that is or what that is referring to. I do think it's funny that they call it Raider, considering that that's what some of the enemies in the game are called. But unfortunately, Charlie's suit has started to malfunction and one of his arms is locked up and won't move. Cooper calls up his commander, or Catif, and asks them what they need to do because Charlie's suit is malfunctioning. They, of course, tell him to keep going because when has the US military ever cared about its troops and their safety? But Cooper, not wanting Charlie to die, tells him that just Charlie was ordered to go back. And so he tells Charlie to go on, and Cooper will continue searching for Raider 3 and try to complete the mission. So Charlie leaves, and Cooper is left to find whatever Raider 3 is on his own. They are approaching a crashed vertibird that's on fire, and as he approaches the vertibird, he hears a pretty terrifying noise, a low growl, and sees the silhouette very briefly of what we know is a deathclaw standing up in front of the fire. But just as he starts to see that deathclaw pop up, he is attacked from his left by 3 Chinese soldiers who are just unloading on him. Because of that, his suit quickly becomes damaged and shuts down and falls over into the snow. And one of the Chinese soldiers approaches him, and she's basically just mocking him, saying, "Look at our future, how advanced and amazing it is, what the Americans have," referring to his power armor, which has failed him. But as they are making fun of him, the deathclaw that Cooper previously saw is approaching and proceeds to rip all of them apart, while Cooper lays there, helpless, unable to move. He looks absolutely terrified. This is the first time that we've seen Cooper truly scared, except for maybe when he heard the sirens going off when the bombs were falling. And this is a great addition that they have made to a pre-war scene, because although the deathclaws look like something that would have resulted from years of radiation mutating the wildlife naturally, they were actually bioengineered by the US military before the bombs ever dropped, using a chameleon, I believe. They were created to fight the Reds, and I guess that's what this one was here for. I can only assume that it came from the crashed vertibird. Perhaps the US military was transporting the deathclaws and then they were shot down. I think it's important that they showed the deathclaw as a pre-war creature, so people aren't automatically assuming that they are something that came from after the bombs fell. So that scene ends, and we are taken right back to where the last episode left off, at the Sunset Sarsaparilla plant, just seconds after Max killed Xander with the super sledge. Thad is immediately like, well, I guess we gotta go back to normal. Nothing happened. But just as he says that, they can hear another vertibird landing, indicating that the Brotherhood tracked Max and Xander, and either they saw Xander's life force go out and know that he's dead, or they're just trying to figure out where they were because they left without telling anybody, so obviously that's a concern. Max convinces Thad to put on Xander's suit and pretend to be him so they can at least get to the Brotherhood without immediately being killed. Thad is very reluctant to do this at first, but he does eventually agree, and it's pretty funny to see him try to get out of the building. He hits his head a whole 3 times before he decides to find another way to exit the building. I don't know how it's not automatically obvious that this isn't Xander, but he is kind of a weird, quirky guy, so I guess they're just assuming he's in an especially quirky mood. Meanwhile, Lucy wakes up at the NCR camp with a lovely little buff out IV drip in her arm. Cooper mentions later on that she has been on this buff out drip for a couple of days, so she has been under a steady drip of that drug for a whole 48 hours. So she's feeling much better at this point, having healed from her suffering on the cross in the Legion camp. She gets up and starts to talk a little bit with the NCR captain, and she is equally as confused as to why the NCR is in such a bad spot as Cooper was. Again, they mention Shady Sands, and she immediately becomes very quiet and withdrawn because she feels a considerable amount of guilt about that place, obviously because her dad was the one to have wiped them out and put them in such a bad spot. The NCR actually suggests that she join up with them to help them fight the good fight, as it were, but she says that she's actually looking for somebody, so she's not able to join up at the moment. The captain asks her if it's somebody that she loves or hates, and that is a very difficult question for her to answer, and one that she has obviously been avoiding answering to herself thus far. Her response is, it is someone who hurt a lot of people that will be brought to justice once they are found. Right before they leave, the NCR tell them, we are not going to be able to take all of our supplies with us. I guess they're leaving the camp at this point. So they open up a huge box full of a bunch of guns that Lucy and Cooper end up taking. I at least recognized a hunting shotgun, and we know that she has a cowboy repeater, which she uses later on, but it's a pretty good haul of guns, and they seem to take almost all of them in a big green bag that she carries on her shoulder. So as Lucy and Cooper are leaving the camp, Lucy actually calls the NCR just another group of matching jackets, which is a term that Cooper has used multiple times so far whenever they find any faction or group of people that are working together. This is the beginning of them starting to reconcile their relationship and finally admit that they are more alike with each other than they may think. Especially Lucy. She's been in denial of it this whole time. I think it's finally starting to click to her that she is not better than him like she always thought she was. So then we're taken to another scene. This episode is just a bunch of jumping between scenes that are very short. The episode itself is very short, but wow, there is so much back and forth. So we're back in Vault 33 with Reg's club, his, victims or whatever of incest club. And there's a lot more people here now than there were before, and it's definitely because he has ramped up the snack budget, and people are just going there to eat and drink because everywhere else in the vault there are extremely strict water rations and presumably food rations as well, because you need water to make the food. So they all pretend to like Reg, and they all pretend to care about the club, and that one guy is even saying, oh, I think I might have been the product of incest from this, and this part of my family. They're just finding excuses to go to the club so that they can eat. To really drive that home, they run out of water, and all of them immediately turn to Reg like, you better go get water now or we're all gonna leave, because this is the only reason we're here, but none of us are saying it. So Reg, wanting to please the people and be liked, grabs the 2 giant empty jugs and goes down to get more water. He obviously encounters Betty on the way, who tries to stop him, but he points out that she signed off on the snack budget that he had proposed. No restrictions or rules preventing him from getting this water because of that. This club is all that he has now. He's lost every other way to become relevant. So Lucy and Cooper are continuing to walk towards New Vegas. They are almost there. We're closer than ever. And Lucy starts to realize that she is feeling and acting in a much different way than she normally does. She's a lot more agitated. She's scratching herself a lot, and she says that she's hungry for something, but not food. Cooper immediately recognizes what this feeling is, which is her addiction to Buff Out. I did not expect them to implement a mechanic so minor like this into the game, or into the show. In the game, obviously, if you do use buff out or any of the chems too much, you do become addicted to them. And the only way to fix it is to either go to a doctor or to use Fixer or Addictol, whichever game you're playing, it's a different word. But there is another chem or medication that you can take that immediately cures all addictions. It's interesting that Cooper doesn't even mention that as existing. It's like he doesn't know that there is Fixer or Addictol. He just says there's two options: go quit cold turkey and ride the withdrawals, or do more drugs. It's also interesting, once again, that he actually calls them drugs, because in the games they call them chems. They wanted to call them drugs when they originally created the games, but that word was a little too raunchy to make the game allowed in some countries. I don't remember which countries it was, but they had to end up changing the word from drugs to chems. So they have gone back to the word drugs in the show, because obviously it doesn't matter nowadays if you say something like that. I would have hoped he would have called them chems, but then again, he is pre-war, so he would have called them drugs back in the pre-war days. So Lucy convinces herself that doing more drugs / chems is the best way to move forward. She's obviously talking like an addict and rationalizing why she should continue her addiction. Cooper immediately gives her what she wants and tosses her the bottle of buff out, and she continues on her high. Max and Thad return to base. Dane immediately approaches Max and asks him what happened. He tells Dane, "I killed Xander. It was for a good reason, but I have a plan that will get us out of this, which is to kill another Brotherhood member, Quintus." Max always has the best plans. What can I say? He doesn't think further ahead than what he could see, but so the plan is to get all of the kids or the initiates into a safe room, and then Max will kill Quintus. They don't say it in the scene, but they will take the cold fusion and go. So then we get a quick scene of the state of the 31 dwellers and Norm. They are in the city and they just found a miraculously full truck of Blamco mac and cheese, and they're just eating the raw pasta. Norm sees Claudia looking down a street at a bridge, and she says that just a week ago she was driving down that street on her way to a Vault Tech interview. So that's really sad. How do you go into an interview and then a week later get chosen to be one of Bud's buds? You gotta have some sort of connections, or you are just bait, not somebody that's meant to actually last. She was probably very gullible and passionate about the job at that point, so she agreed. And then Ronnie, one of the other Vault 31 dwellers, comes up to Norm, says, "Okay, now we found food, it's time for phase 2. Norm obviously doesn't know what phase 2 is. He is very defensive, looks very anxious, and asks him what he knows about phase 2. Ronnie says that he is actually Bud's personal assistant and would sit in on his Vault investor meetings, and then he says Future Enterprise Ventures, and it's in quotes in the captions. This has to be a code name for FEV, or Forced Evolutionary Virus, because we know that they were working with Vault Tech. So this goes over Norm's head, and I think this is probably a way that Bud's buds can tell who actually knows what about Vault Tech's actual true plans. So he notices when Norm has no reaction to that code word. I think Ronnie already suspected that Norm was lying about who he was, but at this point he knows for sure. But he's not going to divulge that at the moment. I don't think it would really help them, and I think he knows that. They all need to stick together until they can get somewhere, and then they're probably going to turn on Norm and there's going to be a conflict. But Norm backs down a little bit and he says, "Go ahead, lead the way, let's go with phase 2. He doesn't know what Ronnie means by the plan for Vault 32 and 33, but I'm sure he knows that it's not going to be anything good. They continue on with Ronnie leading the way. So back in Vault 33, Woody is getting lost. He's trying to figure out which way to go to get to his room. Apparently nobody in the vault can figure out how to navigate it, even though it's just an exact mirror of where they were living before. He accidentally goes into Davy's unit, and they have a quick little discussion about how much they miss living in 33. Davy says, "What I wouldn't give to go back to Vault 33." And Woody apparently at this point was like, "You know what, you're right. Let me just go back to Vault 33. What could go wrong?" He starts heading towards the inter-vault chamber. What he doesn't know is at the same time, Betty and Steph are having a tense conversation in the intervault chamber. Betty found out that Norm released all of the 31 dwellers and they have all left. Bud is dead. It's all fallen apart. So at this point, they are trying to figure out how to move forward. There's definitely an implication of some prior beef or conflict between each other, probably pre-war. They may have competed over a job position or Bud's favor or something stupid. They obviously don't like each other and have a history of not liking each other. Steph currently has the upper hand because her vault still has a functioning water chip. Betty, on the other hand, is at the mercy of Steph because their water ship is broken and they are weeks, if not days, from running out completely. Steph, recognizing that she has the upper hand, tells Betty she will only give them access, or only consider giving them access to their water supply if Betty gives her a keepsake box that Hank himself brought into the vault. Says that there's something personal in it. I don't know the history of Steph with Hank. I don't know the history of Steph with Bud. She may be way higher up in the Vault Tech hierarchy of employees than we may realize, because not even Betty knows what it is. And Betty was Bud's assistant or secretary, whatever it was. So during this conversation, Woody actually hears Steph call it an experiment, saying that the experiment on the vault is over. And he's very confused about what this means, and also very confused about why they're meeting, because that's breaking and violating a vault rule. He shows up just right before their conversation ends and then runs off whenever he hears Steph coming back towards him. So Lucy and Cooper have arrived at the north gate to the strip. So they are in Freeside right now. Everything around the strip gate is completely abandoned. Instead of all the scaffolding and Securitrons guarding the entrance, the Securitrons are dead, the scaffolding is destroyed, and the only thing that's outside of the gate is a bunch of ghoulified kings, which we had already seen in the previews. We knew they would be in the show. Cooper, wanting to keep things low-key, says let's go back around to another gate in Freeside that will get us to the strip. We can also talk to people and stock up on supplies there. But Lucy, fully hopped up on Buff Out at this point, is a little more aggressive than that and just wants to go straight through the gate. Doesn't matter what stands in her way. She starts trudging towards the gate and of course catches the attention of all of the ghoulified kings who start to attack her. She just completely unloads on them, and there's like a short moment where she realizes how good it feels to kill things, especially whenever you're on Buff Out. Very entertaining to just watch her annihilate all of the ghouls. While Cooper looks on almost proudly, he said at one point, these are just the drugs talking, but I'm kind of liking what they're saying. He likes Lucy when she's on Buff Out or when she's on any kind of chems because she acts a little bit more like him. So Lucy delivers the final blow to the back of the head of none other than the king himself. He's stumbling along in his signature white jacket with the guitar still strapped to his back. It was very sad to see him die because he's definitely one of my favorite characters in New Vegas in general. Does make me wonder what happened to Rex and if we're gonna see him later on. I think that'd be funny if Dogmeat and Rex met up and had like a little doggy meeting. So after she finishes killing all the ghouls, she has a moment where she looks down at her hand like it's shaking. And I think she's scared of how she's acting, hopped up on Buff Out. I think she's disturbed by her actions and how easy it was for her to do that. I don't know if she's going to revisit this feeling later on and, kind of self-reflect, or if it's just going to be that and leave it at that. At least she's still a little self-aware about what she's doing. So we get our final scene of the Brotherhood for the episode. This is Max's plan taking effect. Thad is trying to blend in. In the meantime, still in his power armor, fully suited up, he has a tray for lunch. He's just bumping into everybody and everything. Everybody's looking at him super weird. They can hear him talking to himself through the mask. He's very stressed, does not like this situation at all. I felt really bad for him. And to make matters worse, he gets stopped by the Yosemite elder, who introduces herself as Elder McCrae, and she starts having a very low-key conversation with him about how we would never betray the Commonwealth. Even if you weren't here, we would have still said no to Quintus's proposal. Obviously, this is a lie. As she's talking to him, she's interrupted by the Coronado elder, who also starts trying to convince Xander he is also on his side and they can make a better deal to join up with the Commonwealth. Both of them are just grilling Thad, thinking that he's Xander, trying to gain his favor, and it's really stressing him out. At the same time, Max and Dane have rounded up all of the kids or teens and taken them to a secure room. Dane tells them don't come out until you hear the shooting stop. They split up. Max goes to Quintus's quarters and Dane goes to wherever they have the cold fusion set up. As soon as Max enters the room, Quintus tells the other scribes to leave. Quintus asks him, what did you do? And then Max just flat out tells him, I killed Xander. And then he pulls out a laser pistol. They start having this back and forth. Quintus trying to explain to Max that he doesn't know what he's talking about, that he never has a plan, that he's just acting on impulse and doesn't have the ability to lead. Eventually, he asks Max straight up, what happened? He gives him one more chance to redeem himself or give him a good reason to why he would have killed Xander. Max tells him, I killed him because he was going to kill some kids. Obviously, Quintus is confused as to why Xander would do that, and then Max immediately follows it up with they were ghouls. And that just flipped a switch on Quintus. He starts calling him a heretic. He says that he failed him by giving him any mercy, and then he pulls out his 10mm and starts firing on Max. There's a shootout between the two of them. It doesn't go anywhere. Max ends up leaving the room and chaining the door shut so Quintus can't follow him. Meanwhile, in the lunchroom, Thad starts to have a panic attack, the poor guy. Elder McRae tries to lift his visor, to give him some air, but he keeps backing up saying like, no, don't take it off, dude, don't take it off. And right before she's about to actually take the visor off, the Grand Canyon elder interrupts saying, so who stole the cold fusion? He immediately starts blaming the other elders, and Elder McRae takes this opportunity to do what she said she would do earlier and stab the Coronado elder in the mouth. It's pretty gnarly, watching his tongue fall out. Thad takes this opportunity to escape, and there's a huge fight that breaks out between all of the different chapters in the lunchroom. Finally, Dane and Max and sort of Thad, who's really just running in fear, meet up in this hallway outside of Quintus's door. Dane gives Max the cold fusion and tells him to take it as far away from there as he can. They have a little moment, they hug, and then that's it. Dane says, we'll be fine. We'll survive. We're survivors. You guys just need to get out of here. And so Max and Thad are seen running away from the Brotherhood Area 51 base as they all destroy each other. We can see one of the airships crash into the ground. So it's going to be interesting to see what and who is left of the Brotherhood after that. So back in Vault 32, Woody is doing everything that he is supposed to do and goes to Steph to report a violation of the Vault rules, but the violation that he's reporting is in regards to her actions. She responds in the most passive-aggressive corporate way possible. You are following the rules to the letter. That's so honorable of you. Thank you so much for reporting this. I will be sure to escalate this to the overseer, which is herself. I don't know what Woody thought she was gonna say. I guess he doesn't realize what a psychopath she is yet and still thinks that she is a level-headed human being. Meanwhile, Chet is folding clothes and putting them away, and he notices that the bottom of one of the sock drawers is loose, like it can be lifted up. So he lifts it up and finds an old wallet. He opens the wallet up and pulls out a card, which is Steph's pre-war Canadian/US provisional citizenship card. By the way, she was born on February 15th, 2045. So he immediately realizes that she is from before the war. Now the cat's out of the bag, and maybe this is also connecting the dots that everybody from Vault 31 is from pre-war. I don't know if he has gotten that far yet. Steph stands up and tells Woody that, all right, you need to leave now. Go ahead and go. Thanks for reporting that. We'll do what we're supposed to, don't worry. And then Woody tries one more time and asks Steph what she meant by experiment, and her only response is overseer stuff. I don't know what Woody's going to do about that, if he's going to tell anybody. I think if anything, Chet is going to be the one to start stirring things up. So, in our final scene of the show, Lucy and Cooper have finally reached the Strip, and it is extremely underwhelming. After all the lead up, they get to the Strip and nobody's there. It's abandoned. That being said, it looks visually fantastic. Is the layout different than it is in the games? Yes, that's fine. I don't really care. We see the Lucky 38, the Vault 21 Hotel, Gamora, the Ultralux. We already saw the top sign just for a second in a prior scene. It's just surreal to see the Strip in real life. I feel like people that have played the games for a long time, like since they came out, this is like insane, because people who were playing the games back then know that it was not the cool thing. I would have never seen this coming. It's a good time to be a Fallout fan. Cooper suggests that they go back to Freeside to ask somebody what's going on, because clearly the Strip there's nobody there anymore. Potentially not even Mr. House. It's interesting that they don't even try to get into 38, because it seems to still have power. Like there's still lights on the tower, so I would think the elevator still works. But Lucy starts yelling for her dad. She's still high on buff out, so she's not acting normally. The Geiger counter and her Pip-Boy starts going off, and she picks up a giant egg and says, how big did the chickens get out here? Coop takes one look at the egg and immediately recognizes that it's a deathclaw egg. And at the same moment, they can hear that same terrifying growl coming from the inside of Gamora, and a deathclaw proceeds to rip open the doors of Gamora, and we get a full body shot of it. Mind you, this is a practical puppet. Like, I think Walton Goggins said there were like 4 or 5 guys controlling this puppet. So that's freaking cool that they didn't just use pure CGI for this. Like, it's actually in front of them. They actually have something to look at and react to. And once again, we see true fear on Cooper's face, something that we don't see at any other point in the show. Lucy's very confident at first before the deathclaw actually opens the door, but as soon as she looks at Cooper and sees how scared he is, she realizes that this is definitely more than she can handle. The deathclaw stands up, fully straightens its back, and destroys the top of the doorway as it does so. And it's a big one. So the actual design of the deathclaw, as far as its horns and its coloring and everything, I think it's most likely a deathclaw matriarch, the design from Fallout 4, not New Vegas, because there is a mother deathclaw in New Vegas, but it looks completely different. Much scarier, by the way. Its horns go backwards, it's a darker color. The thing is terrifying. But this looks like the deathclaw matriarch design from Fallout 4, which makes sense because they've been using the Fallout 4 designs of everything so far. And of course, given its proximity to the egg, I don't think it would be an alpha. I think it's definitely a matriarch, which means there are little baby deathclaws running around somewhere that they have to worry about too. The episode just cuts off with them looking up at the deathclaw in pure terror, and that's it. And then in the credits, what is left of Camp McCarran, which is the largest NCR camp in New Vegas, or in the Mojave, and it is full of dead NCR and legionaries that were clearly fighting each other. Whatever that implicates as far as the end of New Vegas, it seems that they just had a battle at McCarran, and the camp has since been abandoned. Yeah, that is it for episode 4. Very cool to get to see the Deathclaw, and again, I love how they introduced it pre-war before we saw it anywhere else. The next thing that I'm really excited to see is definitely Super Mutants, whenever that's going to come out, whichever Super Mutant we're going to get to see. I am still holding on that we're going to get to see Marcus and maybe some Nightkin. We will see. I think we have 4 more episodes. There's going to be 8 total. So we are halfway done with the series. I have a feeling that phase 2 of the Vault 31 dwellers is going to bring them to New Vegas, and everybody's going to meet up and hopefully work together, but I'm sure there's again going to be some conflict between those 31 dwellers and everybody else. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if I missed anything or what your favorite references are from the episode, and I will see you guys next week for episode 5. Peace out.